All right, whatever. Yeah, my microphone's working now. So, yeah, I haven't even thought of a name for this podcast or whatever. But I don't even fucking care. It could be the Super Warrior. Super Warrior Amazing podcast, something like that. But yeah, let me introduce the guys first that are actually here. Since Flux decided he was actually going to stream, while we had this discussed like 3 days ago. Thank you, Flux, for that. And actually, so we got D-Skull Gaming. He's a small YouTuber, and yeah. So welcome, D-Skull. Yeah, and
Thanks
we
for
got.
having me here, doggy.
Yeah, you're welcome, mate. Shut the fuck up now. And and we get Talon, yeah, mostly known for his bruised penis video. Hello, Talon.
Wait, this is a podcast? I thought this was an orgy.
Yeah, it's something similar to that, or whatever, man.
Yeah, what's up?
Yeah, be gentle to me. It's my first time making something like that, So, anyways, yeah. So. Like I said, we're going to discuss the tier list that I made, and actually, because a lot of people don't agree with it. Some agree, and some don't agree, of course. And yeah, so I just wanted to start this by asking you guys a couple of questions and maybe talk about it.
All right.
Yeah, it's maybe not the best intro, but fuck it, I don't have any scripts or something like that, so I'm just talking,
That's cool.
Yeah, so first of all, do you guys agree that we have like how many tier classes would you introduce? Would you say it's like S, A, B, C, D? Because a lot of people told me like, yeah, it's S, A, B, C. The D is not really needed, But I'm actually reserving D for characters that are totally fucking trash, like Shugoki in my mind. Yeah, so.
I would say once it reaches C, that's the point where you just need to stop, mainly for the reason of keeping things out of a complicated sense. I mean, obviously there are characters that are worse off than others. I mean, things like Valkyrie, Shugoki, and Aramusha, those are all at that point where they have no openers whatsoever. The openers that they have are completely reactable, and their defensive capabilities are rather weak. So that's pretty obvious that they are not supposed to be in that kind of spot. So you would reserve those for D tier if it needed that complication, but all in all, I would say C tier is about where you need to stop.
I personally just go off of what I've seen most people do. Like, I don't generally have a rule of thumb for how tiers work, so I mostly just see people do the S to D, and that's it.
I mean, if you wanted to, we could go with the entire alphabet, basing it off of which one's stronger than the others.
All right, let's go. All right, let's go with Z.
Z. Z.
Which one's gonna be Z?
Which one's gonna be Z? We're gonna go with Valkyrie Z because I'm biased.
Nah. I'm going with the minions.
The minion is Z tier. What's S tier? The ballista.
The ballista, yeah.
No, the ledge.
The flask, or the flask cannon. The flask. Yeah, flask cannon. What the fuck? We don't even
anything
have
that can one-shot you is.
Yeah.
I mean, have you seen plunging kills? 10,000 damage. If that's balanced.
Wait, what the fuck? Hang on. Output. Just give me a second. I have some technical difficulties right here. What the fuck? Can you guys hear me now?
Yes.
Yes.
All right, good. Okay, so we can continue. Anyway, so yeah, okay. Some of us don't agree with that, and yeah, but okay. For the sake of argument, let's start with like the D tier class. I put in my tier list. I put Shugoki and Aramusha in it. Shugoki, I placed him into the tier list because he has no real openers. His light attacks are slow as fuck. His heavy attacks are like a fucking slow motion, and yeah, basically that's it. And you can't even get any. How the hell are you gonna get a Demon's Embrace? There's no way for you to get a Demon's Embrace, other than
Sell your soul.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the only way. And other than the other guy falling asleep because it's a staring contest, you know. So that's the only way you can get a fucking Demon's Embrace. Yeah, and people tell me, oh yeah, I wreck shit with Shugoki. Well, good for you, mate. If you're like rep 100 with Shugoki and the other guy is a level 4 Orochi, well, good on you, mate. You know. But in an actual tournament, I have never seen anybody fucking pick Shugoki, and I wonder why. You know.
Oh, well, back when he used to have his Oni charge, back when it had the knockdown effect, that's when everybody was using him. Now that doesn't have any applicable, applicable tactics, there's nothing confirmed off of anything he does. The only time that you're ever going to get any damage off is when you parry someone or when you get them with your hyper armor into a GB, which could guarantee a Demon's Embrace, but only at certain angles, things like that. He's a very complicated character, but I think defensively, he is one of the strongest because of the hyper armor, and it would be very hard to buff him in any way without breaking him at that point. I feel like the hyper armor system needs changed.
Yeah, it's basically what I think Illust actually talked. Was it Illust or was it Infinite that actually talked about how difficult it would be to rework Shugoki because of how he's designed?
I think it was Infinite. I think it was Infinite. I like his videos and I watch him too. Yeah, I think it was Infinite that was talking about it. Could be wrong, I don't know, but he was talking about Shugoki the other day. So yeah, rework for him would probably be very difficult. Yeah,
it's difficult, but oh man, he's just in a really weird state right now.
I think he needs 400 millisecond light attack.
Oh my gosh! Of course. 400 millisecond lights on every character except for Val. Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly.
I think something that would be beneficial to him is an idea that I'll take from one of my friends, Moger. What he says is that Shugoki would be better if he had combos that had guaranteed damage. Because of the fact that he only has 3 combos in total, which is the light to heavy and the heavy to heavy. Actually, no, that's the only combos he has. Forgot about that. Because of this, he has nothing confirmed, nothing whatsoever. There's no unblockable into this. There's no, yada yada yada. What would be cool about it is if they gave him off of a heavy hit into a headbutt, guarantee a light or a wall splat possibly.
Well, yeah.
So if you hit him with a heavy and then
wait, come again. I didn't.
Yeah, okay. If he gets a heavy on you, like if he hits you with a clean heavy and it smacks you upside the head, he gets a headbutt for free. The headbutt would be changed to where it would either wall splat and guarantee another attack of some sort, or if it just guaranteed a light attack afterwards.
Yeah, that would be good.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Actually, I'm still wondering why doesn't it even ledge people?
Soft-headed.
Oh man.
Anime on the brain turned him soft.
Anime on the brain. No, but
that's actually pretty. That's actually pretty. I'm sorry, Disco.
No.
Yeah, go ahead.
You're good. No. On top of that, the fact is, I think this was the first thing that was brought up when Shaman came into the scene. When we saw her ability to heal herself, it was one of the many features that she had that one of the things that was said about Shaman is that she has almost the abilities of every other character except better dodges, better recovery frames, etc. And even she has the same not the same, obviously not a Demon's Embrace like Shugoki has, but she also has a healing ability that is infinitely much more useful because she doesn't necessarily need a bite in order to get that in order to heal herself. She just needs to hit you.
The healing is very minuscule off of normal hits, so I would say that isn't exactly the biggest issue in the world. But obviously, I would say the bite for sure is definitely an issue. I mean, I've been playing her for a long time. I played Shaman until probably around 15 or 16 now. And in the time that I've used her, I've noticed that she does have just as many weaknesses as other characters. All of her moves are risky. Everything she does is risky. But her rewards are extremely high, and that's why I liked her instead of Valkyrie, is that Valkyrie had options, but every option was weak in comparison to what your opponent could do in response to it. Shaman has just as much reward as risk.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, I think the main issue with Shaman is that she's actually in the game, but um, but no, I'm just kidding. We're gonna get to Shaman,
Yeah.
but yeah. So
well-
basically, that was actually a pretty good point from Talon. I mean, I like the idea very much, but I like my idea more. 400 millisecond light attacks and Shugoki
Sure, it'll
sounds.
work. We'll go with that.
Yeah.
Why not 400
We'll go with that.
heavies?
For honor, you developers, please give us that, and maybe an uninterruptible kick or something like that. That would be great.
How that would look so weird coming from Shugoki. But then again, we had that bug that gave characters that allowed you to use a certain character with other characters' movesets. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, if I had one, yeah, I'd be using the Shinobi all the time on my Shugoki.
If Shugoki actually had like a kick or something like that, where he kicks you in the balls or something like that, like your friends said today in the stream, like I would love that shit, man.
Yeah.
I would play Shugoki all the time just to kick people in the fucking ball sacks,
Actually, now that I'm just reminded of the of that bug, I remember seeing a Shugoki with Highlander's movesets. Something that occurred to me a while ago was, now I don't know how effective this is on PC, Doggy, but you know that when an offensive stance, the Highlander has an E mode that is supposed to be similar to his caber toss, and it's supposed to, it's done at the heat of the moment to try to trick a person to doing something.
Yeah.
On console, this often works. I don't know how it would work if Shugoki had something similar. An emote that allowed him to not faint but pretend he's gonna do a demon's embrace to force a person to react.
Well, I don't know if this. Yeah, I was thinking something similar, but more of like the demon's embrace being like being able to cancel it. I don't know if that would actually be like OP.
Maybe just a little bit.
Yeah, like. I mean,
mean,
the animation of it is really slow. You gotta admit that. It's really slow, and you can predict it. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, these are just ideas. I'm not the best Shugoki player. I played it maybe a couple of minutes, and that's all probably. So
all in all, in Shugoki though, I think we can all agree that unless you're a statue and you've been sitting in the same spot for about 4,000 years and you're completely used to it, he's really bad offensively, but defensively he's like a brick wall that you can't get through. Yes, he's at the bottom of the tier list because he is offensively useless.
Yeah,
that's our view.
pretty much.
There you
Yeah,
go.
Okay.
much. And as we're realizing right now, trying to come up with ways to help him balance, reworking him and balancing him with the current meta is, oh boy, I'm starting to feel bad for the devs right now.
Well, yeah. I'm not gonna go into that because I fucking hate these changes. I don't like these light parry changes. Yeah, but whatever, Yeah, let's go on. I had Aramusha in the G tier list as well. I'm not gonna say anything. I'm gonna let you guys talk.
Well, Doggy put him just below Valkyrie in his tier list, and I actually I flipped. At least with the tier list that I thought of, I actually flipped it. I put him a little bit above Valkyrie. Mainly, and again, this is coming from me as a console player. I find him much more difficult to deal with. When I'm fighting another Valkyrie, it's much easier because her lights are fast, but they're not that fast. Aramusha's lights, on the other hand, are even though his infinite combo is predictable, they're still very fast attacks that can for the most part catch people off guard. Which isn't something that I can say about Valkyrie. Well, most of the time. It depends on how awake your opponent is.
All right.
In my viewpoint of this, the way that I see Aramusha is he's quite a ways above Valkyrie. As a matter of fact, I would put Valkyrie at the bottom of the list. And this isn't because of my own bias. This is because of kind of an observation. When you look at a character, you look at offensive options, defensive options, things like that, and you look at overall damage output, when you take a look at Valkyrie, you realize that her dodge recovery and the recovery on most of her moves are equal to Shugoki with half the damage. So all of her attacks, whether it's a light, she can get guard broken out of it by a Shugoki if he just lets it hit him. So she would be in a staring contest with my mans. It's not safe. Her shield bash is not safe. Her forward bash is not safe. Her shield crush is not safe. Her sweep is the most unsafe thing in the game next to Warden's fully charged shoulder bash. They're right on par with each other, and hers is much faster than his, but at the same time she gets no hyper armor. And it's not one of those things where you're guaranteed 40 damage off of it. It's something where you're guaranteed 25. Aramusha has a higher damage output, faster recovery times, and about the same mix-ups. The thing with him is, as well, he gets confirmed damage off of his blade blockade. He gets a, what is it? Is a 40 damage unblockable heavy from the side that can be feinted?
Yeah.
And soft feinted?
Honestly, don't know.
His mix-ups are much better than hers. His damage output is much higher, and his recovery time is almost twice as fast on dodges. If you've seen an Aramusha dodge and then you try GBing him out of something, he's completely safe on that. That combined with the fact that he has safe side heavies and a top heavy that's confirmed off of a heavy or a light parry, I would say that he's actually quite a bit stronger than Valkyrie. I'd say he's even a bit stronger than Warden.
Well, I said it in my tier list. I could have placed Valkyrie in their tier list. You know, I just didn't place her down there because she has some kind of openers. You know, it's like the leg sweep, you know, combo, which gets you free heavy and stuff like that. If you can actually pull it off, you know, it's not that easy. But you know, compared to Shugoki, she has a couple of openers. And Aramusha, if you're telling me the zone attack is actually like some kind of opener, that shit doesn't work, you know. I've never got fainted by it, you know, and I never fell for it. So
No,
I don't know.
Of course, I mean, but I think this might be where the disparity between PC and console might come. I don't. Talon, you've been playing on PC. Have you been playing on PC?
I've been playing on PC for about a month now.
Okay, so I assume you've noticed some massive differences in terms of what is or isn't, what characters aren't or aren't viable.
Yeah, of course.
You mean Valk?
Not just not just.
You mean Glad?
Oh,
Glad is pretty useless on every platform.
Yeah, I agree completely. Gladiator is
Hashtag
yeah.
Hashtag rework Gladiator, please.
Yeah, he's trashed here. But
changes deflect back to where it didn't have hyper armor and you could get knocked out of it or dodged or parried.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but by the way, hashtag give every assassin hyper armor.
They need it.
Don't
They
even
need it
remind me.
so
We're
much.
not at Berserker yet. I'm not ready. I'm not mentally prepared.
All right.
Okay,
Yeah.
but
go on.
But
Dixon.
anyway, I suppose that's why I personally think that Aramusha is better than Valkyrie. On top of everything that the Talon just listed, he's just at the end of the day, he's just much safer than she is as a character.
And the way that we can look at this is they tried to give both of them heavy and assassin attributes. They're both heavy assassin hybrids. But what they gave Aramusha is assassin recovery times, assassin damage values, and assassin speeds on his attacks. He doesn't get hyper armor on everything. He doesn't get, extremely high damage heavies. But his side heavy is, I believe, 28 damage with a confirmed top light. Am I right to assume that? So that's
I think around that. Yeah.
okay. And
yeah.
with Valkyrie, what they did is they gave her heavy recovery times on her dodges and her attacks. They gave her heavy damage output on everything except for her heavies, which for some reason that was a good idea. They didn't give her hyper armor on anything. Not one move on her list has hyper armor. They decided to give her a deflect, but they didn't take into account the fact that her guard does disappear after the deflect window, and her dodge recovery is on par with the heavy, meaning her guard is gone further or much longer than any other character when she dodges. Her shield bash counts as a dodge, or her shield crush entry counts as a dodge, so you can get guard broken out of it, and it also has that 200 millisecond delay now, to where if you dodge back on reaction to something, you can still get hit by it. So I would say, with that being said, and they're both supposed to be on par with each other, Aramusha is grossly stronger than she is in that sense.
Yeah. That being said, Aramusha, it's not as if Aramusha doesn't have his weaknesses, because as you put it, Doggy, he really doesn't have an opener. I mean, even on console, the zone and the feintable unblockable is really not, at least as far as I've played, I've never really had a problem with an Aramusha doing that. Even when I'm out of stamina, I'm not even afraid of that, because I don't think, even if it does hit you, it doesn't combo into anything, does it?
No, no, it doesn't. And I think I think the animation is kind of fucked up on that on that zone attack. Honestly, like I think anytime he wants to feint it, I see it like from a mile away. It's like so easy to read. You know, it's so easy to read whether it's gonna let it loose. You know, just let it rip, or he's just gonna feint it. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. You know, I can see it clearly, but I don't know.
One way or another, it's a feintable unblockable. It's parry incentivizing, so that's a better tool than what she has.
Indeed.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I understand what you're saying, and I could easily switch those two characters. You know, we can agree on that. You know.
I guess that takes care of both of them in that sense. Then.
Yeah.
You just did 2 birds with 1 stone here.
All right.
Okay,
looks
so
like we're on to Warden.
Yeah. So the next one was Valkyrie. We skipped that one. Nice one. Yeah. Fuck Valkyrie.
Okay, first off, you invited me out here.
Don't diss my girl Becky. Don't diss her.
Yeah, I know you're both very fond of Valkyrie. You know, I'm really sorry about that.
Okay, Warden is basically free parries.
Yeah.
Backdash. It's GG.
Okay, so yeah, me as a Raider main, I gotta say, Warden. Yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about Warden. You know, like anytime he fucking tries to vortex, I just dodge. You know, I don't really give a fuck if it's a feint. You know, because I can dodge and guard break at the same time. And even if I mess it up at some point, you know, and I forget I have the guard break, I can just roll away from that shit. You know, don't tell me you can throw a heavy because I can block the heavy too. You know, so.
His out of stamina game, top notch, very strong. But anything else, no real viable openers. Considering any character can backdash out of his shoulder bash, and they also get a free parry for a light attack on his zone attack and a free parry for a heavy attack. Although much less punishing for the one that was placed below him. It is still a parry. It's still easy to get. So I would say that he's in the right spot on the list.
But what he has is a great zone attack, you know.
No.
He has a really fast top light. I mean his zone is decent, but here's the thing, even though they made it safe so that, you know, if you block it you can't
that's it.
He can counter guard break. Now, if you dodge it, he is still vulnerable to a guard break, and if you know how to,
No, I'm not trying to interrupt you, but you're telling me you can dodge his zone attack?
You can. There's a window for it.
Yeah, you can, but can you actually react to it?
Yes.
You guys done it, you know, because I've never fucking done it. Whenever I tried, I got fucking hit by that shit, you know. So.
Doji, do you play on PC?
Yeah, I play on the PC, yeah. But maybe that's because I'm old and I got, like, you know, sticky fingers and stuff like that. So, you know.
The first day that I played on PC, I fought against a couple of, you know, my friends and all that. One of them played Warden, one of them played Peacekeeper, one of them played Aramusha, and I think we rematched quite a few times, and I played against pretty much every character, including, what was it? Who was the one that I thought I was going to struggle against the most was Gladiator. And any attack they threw out, parried, reacted to, deflected, including the Peacekeeper zone, which that was an extremely difficult thing to get the hang of, was being able to see all these frames and not panic. But the moment that I realized that I was able to react to these things, now Wardens can't throw out a zone attack because it will get parried or it will get deflected. As you could see in my video that I did with Gingy, there was a Warden that kept on trying to throw out zones, or he kept on trying to throw out top lights, and they were all getting parried. He was getting punished for it. There was no way for him to open me up because nothing he did was unreactable. On console, I switched back and I was able to do the same thing against him and Orochi before the rework. So
yeah, I get it. I mean,
we'll say it like that. He is not good in any sense if you have anything faster than normal reaction time.
Yeah, I mean his top lights are pretty easy to parry. I agree on that. You know, I parry them almost every fucking time. Just keep your guard on top and just wait for it, and you get a free heavy. I get it. Yeah, that's true. But you know, back in the days when Warden was really good, you know, I hated when they said they're gonna make this zone attack much safer. You know, I don't think that's a very good change. You know, and I think zone attack shouldn't be safe. You know, I don't think they should be safe. Like Orochi has that safe zone attack. You know, pretty safe. Peacekeeper.
I think it depends on how you look at it, because I think that from a development standpoint, the devs, at least when the game was being released, I think they saw zones not necessarily as a component to 1v1s, but rather just a way to clear out minions and a way to back people away when you're getting ganked. So that was
the initial thought. Yeah, pretty much.
So
which is confusing as to why Raiders is the way it is.
Yeah, kind of. It is. And it's pretty fucking shit, you know. But yeah, let's agree on Warden, and we can continue on to Raider because Talon brought it up, you know. And
okay.
Warden is shit, right? Yeah. So yeah,
Warden's pretty bad, yeah.
Yeah. Thanks. Let's go on to Raider. Raider's pretty shit, right? Yeah, Lawbringer. Yeah. So now, one thing that I want to say is, like, I'm sorry, but what do you think about Warden? Maybe not a rework, but just given like that attack from that Apollyon had on the event. It was an unblockable after his chains or something like that.
I think the way they're going to fix him, and I think this is universally sought after, is an answer like this. Give him an unblockable in his combo and make it to where backdashing doesn't escape the shoulder bash.
I think, wait, have you guys seen Mege's video on a potential Warden rework?
I don't believe it one bit.
I mean, I did see, I agree with some of it, not all of it, but then again, I'm not a Warden main. I don't play him. I only know what little I know of Warden is is how I fight him and how I deal with him, and often I think an unblockable attack would be very nice for him, especially since he's the only Vanguard that doesn't have an unblockable, an unblockable attack specifically, not a shoulder bash or a charge or anything, just an actual damage dealing attack.
But his main tool was the vortex, you know. But nowadays it's pretty useless, you know. So
exactly, it's that issue where I mean, it's pretty much the same issue that Shugoki has, is that he is a relic of Season 1. And it's just very clear that the differences between where For Honor was and where For Honor is now.
I guess we could move on to Raider on that note and say Raider has one opener, possibly, that is the zone attack, because it has two options of feinting, the option of the light attack and the option of the hard feint. That is all it has, though. Raider has safety on dodge. That's one thing that he has. But all of his attacks are slow. He's a big boy, so Big Bowie should have hyper armor. I don't think that he should be sitting there and getting
hallelujah.
Stabbed. He should not be getting stabbed by a little dagger and go, my kidney! What shall I do? My giant swing is magically stopped in its tracks as I sling this massive 90-pound blade over my shoulder. Yeah, okay.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah. For the longest time, I was thinking, please, Raider I kind of stopped saying that because I don't want to get on the train of give every character hyper armor or something, but Raider's attacks, like, he just really doesn't have he's like you said, he's got his zone, and technically if I wanted to, again, this is coming from console experience, if I wanted to, I could try to go for a heavy feint into stun and tap, but that even on console, that's very easy to react to, and even if they don't parry you, they can just as easily block you, and then what do you do now?
Yeah, you know what? So me as a Raider main, I try not to be biased too much, you know. But remember when back in Season 4 was it? When Raider had the Stampede charge you know, that OP stampede charge where you could just stampede charge everybody to death.
He still has it.
Was it season 4? I thought it was season 3.
Yeah, but you couldn't escape that one, Talon. That was my point. You know, that one you couldn't escape. You know, this you
still can't if you're out of stamina.
Well, if you're out of stamina, you're fucked. You know, he's pretty. Now that's one thing you forgot to mention.
What I do when I'm out of stamina is I just when I see it coming, I just throw a light and
no,
it's not gonna,
because he can lock on and parry your light. It's a true 50-50 if you're out of stamina, and that's my least favorite thing is that he can put you out of stamina off of. He used to be able to put me out of stamina off of one parry or dodge because Valkyrie's attacks take so much stamina and her parries were bad. So whenever you get parried as a Valkyrie, and it used to guarantee a GB, he would have me out of stamina in one parry because of the forward stampede charge draining half of your stamina bar guaranteed.
Yeah, but now. What I wanted to say is I was against that fucking stampede charge, and I said that shit needs to go. You know, as soon as I fucking saw it, I said that shit needs to go because it's not really good. But nowadays, Raider's in a really bad spot. You know, because like Talon said, if you have a butter knife, you know, and you fucking and you got this fucking massive
knife. Bring a spork.
Exactly. Yeah. Spoon. Just tap him on the fucking head while he's doing the stunning tap, you know, and he's gonna fall over. It's like a massive 400-pound guy, you know, wielding a fucking 1,000-ton, you know, axe with him and does a fucking stunning tap, flying in the midair. You know, you get stopped by a fucking butter knife from Peacekeeper. Doesn't make any fucking sense. Or he's swinging that shit in a heavy, and he gets stopped again by a light attack. That's his main issue, I think. And the zone attack, we can. I mean, it's good, but it's also bad. You know, and he has a couple of issues. Yeah, but the main issue is that he's getting stopped with everything. And like I said, jokingly, if you're fighting a raider, what you need to do is just spam lights. Anytime he's about to throw something, just spam the lights. You know, that's it.
So in synopsis, we'll say hyper armor on heavies, hyper armor on enhanced zone, and possibly more options with it.
Man,
light into heavy chain, maybe.
Light into heavy chain for every character default. That includes Valk, I would say, because him and her are the only ones that don't have it.
Yeah. What if? Nah, I feel like this would be a little too cancerous. What if the stun and tap, or at least the feint into stun and tap, had similar on dodgeable properties as the Orochi dodge and the Berserker dodge?
Oh, that would definitely help. After all, Assassin's dodging out of his combos was a big problem. But that could remove a lot of the mix-up from them as well, because it could mean that he could just use the stunning tap and then go into a heavy for the hyper armor of it. If someone tries to go back into an attack, they just ate 40 damage.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Well,
so I don't know if it would need that. I don't know if it would need the undodgeable property, but it would be perfectly fine to have, I'd say.
Well, I didn't hear that one. What D-Skull proposed or said, but
you know,
it's
how,
okay. Yeah.
You know how Orochi's dodge attacks and Berserker's dodge attacks are like blue, and they cannot be dodged.
Yeah.
I don't know if the stun and tap from neutral, or if it should be the feint into stun and tap. But what if the stun and tap had undodgeable properties?
Yeah, that'd be cool.
That's always been an issue, at least for me as raiders. Not only can they just hit me, they can just as easily, if it's a zone, I'm just going to dodge. If it's a stun and tap, it doesn't matter. I'm already dodging.
I would definitely say that Raider belongs in that spot in C tier because of the fact that he can be stopped at every turn, and
exactly.
He doesn't have enough options.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's definitely too good to be D, and he's not that good to be to be B tier list. So I think he's right there where he belongs. So yeah, Lawbringer.
That leads us into my first massive disagreement. This is like the biggest disagreement I would possibly have, is that Lawbringer is very strong right now. And a lot of people hate me for saying that, but the reason for him being strong is not because he has openers. It's not because he's competitively viable as an offensive and fast character. It's
I know what you're going to say.
He has a block on shove that puts you into a mix-up. That mix-up can guarantee a heavy if you try to stop the light attack. You can't just wait for the light to hit your guard. You have to take action to escape it. So that forces a reaction from you, and it's all because you were stupid enough to attack. This is why in competitive play and in casual play he has very high kill-to-death ratios and win ratios, is because all in all, his kit is built around you making the mistake based off of his decision. He has the freedom of making a choice, and that puts him at a higher tier than C. That puts him in possibly A tier, I'd say. I wouldn't call it S, but I would definitely say he is much higher than C tier. And people say, oh no, he needs a rework. Oh no, he needs, they have like an aneurysm because they're like, oh, I don't want to sit still and wait for someone to throw an attack on me. But that's basically what you signed up for with him. If you want a rework, don't call it a weak character. Call it a boring character that you want changed because you're only using parts of your kit. I mean, when was the last time you saw someone get hit with the ad mortem?
Back in 2017.
There you go. So that's what I feel about him, and I understand that other people have their ideas about the character, but right now he's much stronger than when you put him in the tier list. But I would say that he does need something to make him a more fun character to play. In the competitive aspect, though, solid. He counters everyone.
But Daubeny?
He counters everyone except for Conqueror, I should say.
Yeah. Well, I get your point, man. But the thing is, okay, maybe I'm too biased when it comes to Lawbringer, because when I play Raider and I play against the Lawbringer, I don't have any problems beating them. They're so easy. They're so easy for a Raider. It's like anytime he does a shove on block, I can dodge, and he's probably gonna miss the light attack. And even if he does a heavy attack, it's never gonna hit. I can block that one. You know,
not particularly. If Valkyrie can't block the heavy attack on dodge, neither can Raider, unless you're blocking in the correct direction whenever you do the dodge. So it is a mix-up. So if you continue dodging, it will hit you if your block is in the right or in the wrong direction.
No, I think if you're moving, you're dodging, and you see the light attack coming, you can just adjust it. Isn't that right?
No, that is incorrect. The heavy will track you from the sides. If you dodge the light attack timing, the heavy will hit.
Well, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, but
that's the reason that he's stronger than people make him out to be. So if you try dodging and then going for a GB, you're going to need a heavy. Even if you don't go for the GB and your guard is in the wrong direction, you're going to need a heavy. That's the mix-up.
Yeah. I wish I had. Yeah, go on.
Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I was going to say that I think. Actually, yeah. You're right, Talon. I also, just like Doggy, I've also considered Lawbringer a little bit weaker, mainly because as Raider, I've always had just an easier time with Lawbringer, especially once I understood how he worked. I used to hate him for the longest time because of his block on shove, but once I learned how he worked, he just became much easier to deal with. The question is whether I think this might be a little bit different than simply talking about tier lists, but when I believe it was when season 5 came around and they decided to change the parry system so that you don't get a guard break anymore. It was all designed to effectively counter the defensive meta. The question is, if the devs want to actually go that route, does Lawbringer would they want to change or have to change Lawbringer's block on shove, which effectively rewards him for just blocking?
I think we can answer that by saying reworked Conk and just leaving it at that.
Oh, I don't even get me started on Conqueror.
No, that's where we're going. We're on our way there now.
Oh man, I hate.
All right, well, I'm gonna give you that Talon. I was about to call you Lawbringer, I'm gonna give you that Lawbringer, Dillard. How about we place him into B? Would that be an appropriate place for him?
I would say that would be the place that he would belong in the tier list, from a neutral standpoint of people that don't have to fight him with every character, or from a low tier perspective.
All right, D-Skull, what do you think?
Yeah, actually, rethinking it, Lawbringer definitely seems better. Seems better on on B. That being said, he still doesn't have a whole lot offensively, but of course it's kind of the point of his character being a counterattacker.
But both of you guys are forgetting one thing. He gets like 50 damage in both light and heavy parries.
Actually, he gets closer to 70 damage on any parry if he's near a wall. He can impale and charge you into it. That's the point, though, because of the fact that it drains his entire stamina bar, so he can't continue after that, and it puts him into a lot of danger. But with the Mortem Amicus off of a light parry, I think that's fine. I think that you should actually get a lot of damage off of parrying lights, such as Raider got with his 45 damage top heavy, but I don't complain whenever they say, hey, we're taking out a character that can almost do twice as much damage as you, so if you throw out your attack as a Valk, you're going to get parried once, and then you're going to lose half your HP. You know, I'm not going to complain.
We're back to the Valk.
He's never gonna let go of the Valk story, man.
If they want to take away the ad mortem, I'm not going to complain. But I will say that since he has it, it makes him stronger.
Actually,
yeah. Okay.
Actually, did you guys see the dev stream today?
No.
Yeah.
They announced the. Okay, give me a second. I gotta look it up. They announced the win rates of season 5.
All right.
Lawbringer was like number 2.
Yeah. I saw the long ass sheet. You know, it's like
Give me a second. I got the image right here because I took a screenshot of it as soon as it popped up.
Yeah, just paste it into the Discord and.
There. Freaking phone. All right, we can continue talking while I paste this into the Discord.
All right, so we agreed. Lawbringer B. All right. Let's continue. Warlord, Centurion, Nobushi. Let's speed it up a bit. Talon.
All right, Warlord Warlord, I would say, is actually pretty solid in this. You got a good spot for him. Reason I hate him is because he has the same thing as Conqueror without the ability to delay it. He has that really fast unblockable
who are you talking about right now? Warlord,
I'm talking about, the Bash.
Right.
The Bash is extremely fast. It's an unreactable amount of fast in the sense of, like, I'm on PC now. I can react to 400 MS attacks, but because of the fact that I have to move whenever he does the headbutt, if I respond any form late, then my character is not going to get out of the way in time. So that's why that's a very strong mix-up. It doesn't take a lot of stamina. It doesn't guarantee a lot of damage, but it is a mix-up from neutral attack or from neutral that gives you an option as an opener. It's good. It makes him better. 30 damage side heavies with hyper armor, 25 damage top heavy with hyper armor, light attacks that chain into them, and them chaining into light attacks, although that is not as great as it would seem, because, parrying the light afterward is like, you'd have to have brain tumors if you didn't think that you could do that, but that's good. He is a solid character, and he has a 50-50 when you're out of stamina, and his throw drains stamina, meaning that he has all that and more. He also has a true combo from the jumping top heavy into headbutt into light attack for, I believe that is a 25 damage top heavy into light attack, so that guarantees the 12 on top of the 25, leaving us with 37. Good punish.
All right, Centurion. Next one for you, Talon.
Man.
Entirely reactable on PC. Entirely reactable on PC. Every single kick and throw that he has, not going to hit me. Light attacks, not going to hit me. Is that unblockable even existing in today's meta? I don't think so. That boy is a C tier. Unfortunately.
I'm going to agree completely with Talon. I would put him I don't know if I would maybe even put him close to Raider, because the thing is that everything he does, he's okay, correct. Almost everything he does, he's committed to. His kick, he can't, unlike Highlander, he can't feint it. He can't do anything. He used to have the heavy and light chain, which made it extremely easy to get a light parry off of him, especially if you block the first light. Of course, now he has a light heavy chain, but because the light and the heavies are what's the difference of the speed between the light and the heavies?
We won't really talk about the speed of the heavies and the lights being similar because of the fact that the heavies can be charged.
Right.
That is a mix up in and of itself, and if you try to parry it, you're not very smart. Try to parry a light attack whenever he has that light to heavy that can turn into a 40 damage punish. Yeah, I'll parry it, sure.
Well, yeah, today I fought a Centurion that actually did the same fucking thing you're talking about. He was like light into heavy, feint, you know, he goes for a guard break. He was doing this shit all over, you know. So it was fucking. You're never gonna get me with that fucking shit.
But
whatever.
Exactly, that's kind of all he can do because prior to the parry changes, like, well, no, I think ever since he was conceived, in my opinion, he's only been good if the opponent messes up. If the opponent makes a mistake and he manages to get that parry, and that's the thing about Centurion. He's got, in my opinion, the best parry punish in the game right now.
Yeah, definitely.
He's always had the best parry punish ever since he came into the game.
He gets a free heavy out of every parry.
Nope, not what he's talking about. His parry punish is not the heavy attack. It is the kick into heavy attack. The kick.
Isn't it the knee?
Well, yeah, the knee is the kick, and what I'm saying.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to do that.
Oh no, you don't have to. But if you're playing Centurion correctly and pushing your opponent towards a wall, and you get the parry punish, you spam square. Instead of doing a guard break, he has a custom animation that guarantees a wall splat into charged heavy. So if you kick them in the face, they will wall splat, and you get your free combo.
Well, that's true, yeah. But still, he gets like the main thing why I think he's a B is that. Even if he throws, even if you throw heavy, you don't have to do the knee to the face, you know, like that unblockable, and then the chain to get him to the wall or something like that. You can just spam the heavy button, and you get a top heavy, for example, you know, for free.
Well, I wouldn't say that particularly. The reason that Centurion isn't B tier to me is because everything he does is completely reactable. Everything that he does is completely parryable and blockable. Because he doesn't have an unblockable that is parry incentivizing from the get-go, people aren't scared because they know that as soon as the unblockable sign pops up, that's when you're safe to parry. He is supposed to have broken the turtle meta, but on PC, turtles are what kills him.
He is, and in my opinion, he is a turtle because there's really not much he can do, at least against me, other than wait for me to throw an attack and try to parry it. That's all.
He's only good when he
has managed to beat me.
Exactly, like he's only good when he's turtling up, you know. But like Talon said, and I mentioned that in my video, if he faces another turtle, he's fucked, man. Like there's nothing else he can do.
Yeah, Centurion is definitely on the weaker side. So if you swap Centurion and Lawbringer, I'd say that would be the way to go for that one.
All right, I can go with that.
Yeah. Centurion is absolute garbage on PC. Nobushi.
You guys are destroying my fucking tier list, man.
Oh no, the order is over.
All right, go D-Skull, Talon, whatever.
She is beautiful, okay? I absolutely adore Nobushi. I used to love her, and then I hated her because I was playing as Valkyrie, and I didn't have any mix-ups because of Hidden Stance. But you know, it's fine. It's okay. Nobushi has Hidden Stance. Hidden Stance is a good method of escaping unblockable mix-ups, and really any mix-ups whatsoever. Now that her kick change came into play, granted, you can't delay it for as long, and it is a lot more left off of her combos, so people are expecting it more, and it's not as lethal. But off of a heavy that she throws out from Hidden Stance, even if you block it, it confirms the kick into bleed. So that's 25 damage off of your opponent not parrying you in the first place. You're right on that. B tier. Very solid character for her options. Granted, no parry incentivizing unblockable, but a dodge incentivizing one that can also have its recovery frames mitigated by using Hidden Stance again after you kick. So yes, good character.
Yeah, I have to agree. I have to agree there. That there's really not much more for me to say, especially since I don't know much about Nobushi. But the overall Nobushi's still a pain in the ass for me to deal with. It's gotten easier when I learned to parry her lights, but if a Nobushi knows how to use her Hidden Stance, she's good. She's a good solid character. There you go.
Exactly. Yeah. I got nothing to say, nothing to add to it. I mean, Nobushi, pretty good. Love her, you know.
All right, we agree on Nobushi.
Fuck something.
Yep.
Fuck
Shaman
outside. All right. Yeah, Shaman. Yeah, go on.
Console pleb, you go first. Complain. Go ahead.
No, okay. Let me be honest. I don't hate her as much as I used to hate her. I mainly hated her because of how powerful the tracking was on her bite. I swear, I could go around corners, and she could literally fly around the corner while just to bite me. Not like run and go around the corner. No, she's like flying towards me to bite me. And
I believe that is because she's using the souls of her victims to guide her through the air. It's lore. You should look it up.
I probably should. But
Yeah,
now,
I don't want to look that up.
Go into Rule 34 for honor. Find a bunch of shaman. There's your lore.
There's that is some okay that is some
Spicy.
lore that I'm gonna read up later.
Definitely.
but I mean, she's gotten easier to deal with, and so much so that I would say, other than her bite, she is not as bad as she used to be. Like, well, that's obvious, but she is a lot easier for me to. She's a lot easier to deal with. She what's the name of the move? The Wildcat Pounce. That's the leaping heavy attack, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. The fact that each one of the, not only is it a leaping attack the heavy attack that can come from any direction. If I'm not mistaken, each one has a different timing on it.
No, incorrect.
And
Left, right, and top, or left and right are the same. Top is slightly slower. So all of them have the same timings except for the top.
Oh, I could have sworn.
Orochis have different timings.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mixed her up with Orochi. Sorry about that. Yeah. But yeah, she has her Wildcat Pounce. Even though the top is a different timing from the side attacks. Her range with that, I think it's still pretty fucking huge.
Well, if you're afraid of the attack and you're dodging out of it, then that's your issue and your issue only. If you can block it and get out of the mix-up, or if you can parry it and get out of the mix-up, then that isn't the issue at all. It's the issue of you're too afraid of a mix-up.
No. I'm just talking about the good things of Shaman, like the distance in her attacks, the fact that it can come from any direction. It's a very good move. Like I said, I no longer have the problem that I used to have with Shaman.
Here's the tier list. All right, who's up there?
Yeah,
Peacekeeper, Conqueror, Kensei, Berserker, Shaman, Aramusha. Let me see this. Where's Lawbringer at? Is he right in the middle?
Oh,
that was from season 5. That was season 5. So
yeah, this is season 5. This is the win-loss data. Conqueror, PK, Kensei, Berserker, Shaman. Yeah, Lawbringer. I think he's right in the middle, like 49%.
It's duels win-loss. Yeah.
So
all right then.
Based on this, Valkyrie should get the next rework, right?
Yep.
She better fucking get it.
Wait, am I reading this correctly? Like
Gladiator.
On the left side, wait.
Gladiator's just above Valkyrie.
Gladiator. There's no way, man. Like,
that
what
is
the fuck?
interesting.
Well, that's a Gladiator versus the Conqueror. You know.
No, it's Gladiator versus everyone. It's all across the board, and then it adds up
Yeah,
at the
exactly.
very end for an overall percentage. The overall rate is what you're looking at.
Oh,
here.
right. I didn't see that one. Yeah, the overall rate. Yeah.
Yeah. So what we're looking at here is Lawbringer is supposedly the most balanced in the game as of right now. Warden just below him. Shinobi just above him. Conqueror being the strongest. Surprise, surprise. I called that from the very beginning of the rework.
Yeah, I can see Peacekeeper. Look at Peacekeeper. Yeah, no, S tier from the beginning of the fucking game. You know, best fucking turtle in the game. Somebody said Conqueror is the best turtle, like or Warlord. You know, like that's the fucking best turtle in the game, man. Like going like crazy like this with her fucking hands. You know, like she's fucking. I don't know, man.
No, I don't know if she's the best turtle anymore, but at season 5. It certainly looks like she was right below Conqueror.
Yep. Well, to go back to Shaman and everything, I would say that the biggest issue that people have with Shaman is they said, oh, all of her attacks are safe. There's no way to defend against them. There's no way to escape her attacks and there's no way to punish her. Well, in actuality, they nerfed her dash attacks. So if you want to dodge out of them and be stupid about it, and you get rewarded for it because you dodged into it, you know, and you escaped it, you can get a free GB. You can guard break her out of her unblockable or her heavy, depending on which one she wants to go for.
Yep.
Her light attacks are just light attacks. They're not 400 milliseconds. None of her attacks actually are 400 milliseconds. Even the bite is 500 ms. It's just that the bite has a hold stance that makes people panic. If you hold the stance and you stare at someone and they piss their pants in front of you for like 5 seconds at a time, and they're like, "What's she gonna do it? What's she gonna do it? Oh no!" And you just wait for them to dodge. That's when they say, "Oh, the tracking is broken." It was all because this character had the personification of the bigger they are, the harder they fall. So they hate the fact that their big character in bulky armor was getting swamped by somebody that they were afraid to look at. It's this little girl walking around on the battlefield that's laughing as she's murdering people.
Yeah.
So that's what people's biggest issue was, and they took that to meaning, okay, so now that means that she's OP, right? Now her healing, I say that the healing is fine except for on the bite. I think that, you know, the fact that people get hit by the bite and they don't punish it, that should warrant the heal. When they're out of stamina though, and it's like that clean 50-50, then yeah, that shouldn't give you as much. I think it should cut the health back in half whenever you have them out of stamina.
Yeah, once they fix the tracking on the bite, I'm like, okay, I'm cool with the healing. It's not that big of an issue, but I think it still has some quirks here and there. I can't really put into words because I think I stopped playing Shaman early in season 4.
The quirk is the hold stance.
I never had problems with Shaman, to be honest. You know, like the only problem that I had was the weird animation that she does when throwing attacks, but that was only at the beginning, you know. And I don't know, but I think I placed her in the A tier list just because, you know, she's a pretty good matchup for everybody, you know, except for the other assassins, you know. That's where she's struggling a bit.
Can dodge out of all of her mix-ups. You're 100% right. If an assassin or a Nobushi fights her, all they have to do is dodge or hidden stance. They're perfectly fine. Matter of fact, I also had in my video with Jinji a clip where I feinted my bite on an Aramusha. I dashed forward, I feinted. He dodged on reaction to the feint and then started throwing out a heavy, and his heavy hit me out of my bite. Like, he had a fast enough dodge recovery to throw out a top heavy, and the heavy hit before my bite did after my feint. And I was doing this in full prime, optimized speeds. I was doing it right, and then I just go, "That's a little insult to injury, wouldn't you say, Ubisoft?" Like,
yeah, I think definitely for the most part, the scare of Shaman was did have a couple of bugs or main issues when she launched, but after we just got used to her, it's like, meh.
And now people just get mad at me because I play her, and I got tired of playing honorably. Oh no, I said the taboo word. I got tired of playing nice, and I ended up playing like an absolute dick. And now, anytime I go into duels and someone tries to play nice and all that, yeah, I'll hit you out of your emote. Yeah, I'll throw you off a cliff if you're next to it. Yeah, I'm going to do all that stuff. But it's not because I'm not playing an overpowered character. It's because I'm playing scummy now. I'm playing like one of those people that I used to hate, and I used to be like those honor fags. I'd be like,
"Oh, you dishonor me? You think that you're so much better than me? You don't give me respect? I can't believe you."
Oh, that's music to my ears, man. That's music to my ears. I love it.
Don't say Smeagol in front of me. They are both in there, him and Gollum, and if you want to hear them, you can afterwards, but we're going to leave my impressions out of this voice now.
But yeah, can we move on from Shaman? I know you guys hate that character a lot. You know, I can hear that. You know, so but can we move on?
Yeah, I guess ultimately.
Did you guys bitch enough about it? You know?
Hey, I wasn't complaining. I love Shaman, man. I'm a Shaman main.
Yeah, and by the way, welcome to the dark side, Talon. You know.
Oh yes.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm there like for a long time.
Who's next up?
Shinobi. Oh yeah, I love this one.
Hey, safe boy.
I think
I sound like a deflated balloon when I'm laughing like that. Sorry, I swear.
I think,
exactly that. Go on.
Sorry. I think I'll just quote Infinite on this.
Wait, Discal. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to interrupt you, but let me say I fucked up on the tier list with Shinobi. All right, continue.
I would say Shinobi is not OP. He's just annoying. That's it. He's just annoying.
Him's is very safe boy though, and safe boy is safe. You cannot punish the safe boy as Warden at all.
I swear I'm gonna put up a duel that I had against the Berserker that's actually like a rep 20 or something like that. And I play Shinobi. I played Shinobi. I don't know if I have the whole recording, but I'm gonna
everyone.
Wait.
Yeah, he does.
I'm gonna he's a Berserker. Yeah, and I was a Shinobi. And I played dirty, you know. I played dirty, but I played it safe. He couldn't fucking touch me. You know,
Berserker hard counters Shinobi though with his dodge tracking lights and all that. Those,
you know what I was doing? I was unlocking and I was also like sliding into him. So you know, I did all the dirty tricks. You know, but that was just a point to prove that I could destroy anybody with Shinobi if I played dirty. And what do you think people are gonna play in tournaments? You know, if they discover that shit or if he gets even better. You know, I don't know. I don't watch that many tournaments, to be honest. Like I never watched any of them. I watched the one with Elornekin because I actually fought against Elornekin once, and I had still had the recording. And that was back in the days. I'm sorry, I'm getting off topic right now because that was back in the days when ranked just started, you know. And I was actually playing my raider, and the first round I beat him, and then the second round he started using that zone bug. You remember that zone bug?
Oh,
and I got absolutely fucking wrecked, you know. I couldn't fucking do shit, you know. So he fucking wrecked me with that. But anyways, back to Shinobi. I think he's pretty safe. That what Talon said, and he's annoying to fight. The thing is, when you're fighting a Shinobi, is he's forcing his playstyle onto you. You can't do fucking shit. You know, like you want to throw heavy, forget it. You know, like he's in your face. Now he's gone. You know, like. He's in your face again. Now he's like fucking gone again. You know, like look, blah, 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 here I am. Now blah, blah, here I'm gone. You know, like you can't talk.
He's the magician of For Honor. So whenever you're fighting him, all you have to do is say, "I volunteer," and then he'll say,
"You want to see me make my Kusari Dama disappear?"
He's more of an. I remember when Gladiator was announced. They described them as a boxer. You know, kind of Muhammad Ali style. Going in, getting hits, and then getting out. That is Shinobi right there. That is that is how Shinobi fights.
Shinobi Ali.
Shinobi.
Okay, I'm really sorry.
That's a perfect name for a video.
I'm really sorry for placing Shinobi into A tier list. We should probably make an S tier list for him for safe, you know, for safe characters.
You know, just to be safe. Safe.
Just to be
safe.
S for safe.
Yeah, safe.
Yeah, S is for safe place, which is what I need after fighting one of those guys that just throws out the kick and then doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Of course. That being said, like even if we do concur that he is high as a character, that sounded weird. if he's high on the tier list as a character, that I personally don't consider him OP per se. He just
needs a couple of adjustments. That's all. Make him less safe on his backdash. Make him less safe on his back.
Oh yeah, I think the real adjustment for him would be to delete him. You know.
Okay, so we're just gonna get rid of half the tier list in the first place. Do we even need to talk about him anymore?
Nah, just kidding. I mean, yeah, he needs adjustments. That's it.
The one thing that I've noticed, he doesn't have hyper armor in his kicks. He has uninterruptible stance. I've tried. I think it's the back dodge because I've tried kicking him. I've tried doing everything to this fucker while he's backflipping and nothing. He can still backflip away with no problem. And this all stems from, again, where Shinobi was. He used to be I guess he was supposed to be a glass cannon, having the lowest HP in the entire roster. I think he had, 90 health? Like,
yeah, I think
3 little bars, and that's it.
I think I was one of the guys that fucked that actually up because I said Shinobi needs more HP. You know?
Well,
yeah. Dougie, suck a
realize
dick.
what you've done, Dougie?
Yeah, Dougie, you fucking suck.
I hope you're proud of yourself.
But
no,
I mean,
that was my darkest moment. You know.
But I think that's
so
the issue.
He's just a little safe, man. And then we can move on to the next character. Who's up?
Yeah.
Kensei.
Ooh.
Oh. Where do I start? There's so many options.
I'm just gonna say Helm Splitter. That's it.
Yeah. No, Helm Splitter is fine. It's the side dash that I have a problem with. The fact that it's a heavy and it gets him into his mix-up, or it gives him a 500 millisecond. It isn't 500 milliseconds, by the way. It's very fast light. I can't react to that sometimes. It's very inconsistent. But hyper armor on a light, hyper armor on the soft feints, hyper armor on the lights from the soft feints from an unblockable. Not okay. Not okay at all. Can't have hyper armor attacks on a character like that because he's not a big dude. Using a stick, it's not a big heavy weapon. It's a katana with an extra 1.5 feet. He's overcompensating for something, and we know it. So whenever he's throwing out these attacks, and he's getting all the hyper armor in the world on a 40 damage heavy, that I can try my best as a little Valkyrie main to dodge it, and I eat 40 damage because I can't interrupt him with a dashing attack like I should be able to. That's when my problem comes into play. I'm sick and tired of being so safe on everything. The only thing he's not safe on is his helmet splitter.
And
well, that's also pretty safe, you know, because it's fucking fast as shit, you know.
I mean, his
Fast
zone
as fuck,
attack
boy.
I've been able to parry on console consistently after I came back, so that's not even an issue for me.
I'm just gonna say fast as fuck, boy.
The issue for me with his dodge attacks is that now I could be wrong, but he is not committed. He could dodge, and the last
He just waits. All he
Yeah,
has to do is wait.
yeah, he can dodge, and then just a little. In the last fucking frame of his dodge, he can still press his heavy, and boop, he's doing the attack. It's like, what? Fuck.
I
Like, that's
thought
the-
this game was about commitment. Turns out they were cheating on me the whole time.
Well, we know how commitment works with characters like Centurion.
You know how to play. You know how to fight Kensei.
Don't. Alt F4. Get out. Leave. Leave.
Well,
Either that
you can
or
do that.
If you
You
want
can
to,
do that
if
too,
you really
you know.
want to, right? This is the way that I came up with for fighting Kenseis consistently. Okay, you play as Shaman. You dash towards him. You let the little unblockable flicker happen. You grab him and you throw him off of a cliff. That's the best way of dealing with a Kensei in my experience, because it limits their options to A, dodge and fall, B, dodge and fall, or C, try not to dodge anyway, and fall.
Mm-hmm.
3 options. That's how you limit that dude.
Well, no. If you actually turtle up against him, you know he's gonna go for the pummel strike, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So what comes after the pummel strike?
Light
Mostly-
with hyper armor, right?
Light. Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, it has hyper.
Just-
It has hyper armor?
I think it does.
No, I think it doesn't. I might be wrong, but I think it doesn't. No.
I think it's
but
the same light that he gets after a dashing heavy.
I love turtling up. I love turtling up against Kenseis and then wait for the pummel, move back, you know, dash
Dodge,
back,
light parry.
yeah, and then light parry. It's the sweetest thing ever, you know. Like I could,
Just have.
ASMR, you know, like parried.
Oh,
There you go.
I
I parried you.
that sounded awkward.
Yeah, I know.
All right, but with Kensei,
Yeah, let's go
Too many
on with
options.
Highlander.
and
Yeah,
too
fuck
many
it.
options, and then hyper
There's
armor
something-
doesn't need to be a thing.
I've seen people defend his hyper armor and his lights like, oh, he needs that hyper armor, otherwise he can't do shit.
I'm okay with his hyper armor, but why doesn't he's a Vanguard, right? He's a
Yeah.
Vanguard, right? Yeah. So Raider's a Vanguard, right? Warden is a Vanguard. He's the skinniest motherfucker of all of them, and he gets fucking hyper armor, right?
I can see hyper armor on his heavies, but not his lights. Like,
Okay.
Yeah,
gotta-
I think the best way we can explain that is, I have the power of God and anime.
Exactly.
that is
Yeah.
perfect.
There you go.
That is
I
perfect.
mean, yeah, nothing else to add to it.
Yeah.
I mean,
All
let's
right,
go.
Highlander.
Yeah, Highlander. Yeah, there you go. Talon, I'm gonna let this one. Yeah, Talon, go on.
Go ahead.
You go,
Hound of
girl.
Tara.
You know,
Hound of
get him.
Tara. Let me explain something to you guys right quick. And let me tell you, first and foremost, I have nothing against Hound of Tara as a person. And I told this to Doji here after, like very soon after we started talking, is that the dude just doesn't have to put out effort to make content. That's how it is. Playing Highlander takes little to no effort. Highlander has safety on his kick. Highlander has hyper armor and defensive stance. Highlander has 45 damage on a top heavy in defensive stance, 40 damage on all the other heavies. All of his moves are high damaging. He has, bad lights and all that, but they found a way around that. Because where would a character be without an exploit? If you're back, step into a light attack. Now it whiffed. Now you're in offensive stance. Now you have access to a 400 millisecond light attack from neutral stance. You have access to a heavy that is unblockable that can be soft feinted into a kick, and that kick can be soft feinted into a caber toss. So you can have a triple feint, so that even if your opponent waits, and they're like, oh, maybe I should just wait for him to feint here. I'll be a smart guy, yeah. I got this under the belt. Yeah, okay, he's gonna feint into the kick. Ah! Caber toss. Come here, son, we need to have a talk. You know? It's one of those things where he has the options, he has the strength, he has the fastest recovery time on dodge, 300 ms dodge recovery time in offensive stance. And you can play the entire character in that. And here's what I did to kind of see if I could imitate Hound of Tara's content style. I played 3 matches of duels as Highlander on PS4. I played with high MMR characters because this is exactly what I wanted to do. I didn't want to play on PC because on PC I'm not at high MMR yet because it's a Smurf account pretty much. On PS4 I'm playing against the people that I would ordinarily play against with Shaman and with Valkyrie that I would, you know, kind of have a mediocre hard time against. I 3-0'd them every single time for 3 games. And then I took that footage, I put some Gaelic music over it and cut out the intermission between rounds and between games, slapped it over there, and then I took a screenshot from a Samurai Jack episode and took a Kensei PNG and put it over it. And that was the video. So maximum effort there, yeah? That's how YouTube is supposed to be, isn't it? That's how we're supposed to make content on For Honor. That's how it should be the status quo, really. But
should I edit this one out? I mean...
I think we got a little off topic there.
Highlander, though, it's easy enough to it's so easy to use him that even someone that isn't willing to put out any effort whatsoever, and that's the example and where it leads in, is that there's no effort whatsoever in that content style. There's no effort in using the character. If I've got a level 4 Highlander and I'm able to use him in duels in high MMR and then absolutely wipe the floor with people because I have a 50-50 that juggles 40 damage, on light parries get 40, on heavy parries get a kick sometimes, like, I get access to everything. I get put in offensive stance off of a heavy parry. What more can you ask for in a character?
All right. Yeah. Did I promise too much? I mean, as soon as you mentioned fucking Highlander, Talon goes off on a rant, you know. you just have to mention Highlander, and Talon goes off on a rant, right?
It upsets me because I have bad dodge recovery.
And we're back.
Oh, yeah.
It all comes full circle.
Good. All right. You want to say something, Disco, about Highlander, or you want to leave it like that?
Now, that one thing I will say about Highlander is that while everything is true, his kick into caber toss is very strong. His attacks out, his dodge recovery in offensive stance, he's a fucking assassin at that point, and his attack in offensive stance, holy shit. The one thing, the one weakness that I've seen from most Highlanders is and this of course also depends a lot on the character being used, but it's an overly aggressive character. If you are up in his face and you see him go into offensive stance, don't just let him do anything. Don't just wait for him to pull out the kick and do something. Throw a light. Even if he manages to connect, most of the time when I'm playing Raider, I just throw a light as soon as my opponent goes into offensive stance, goes for the kick. It technically kicks me, but my light still lands and he's out of offensive stance.
All right, let me counter that with this. Dodge, kick, 300 millisecond dodge recovery time. Your light attack doesn't have 300 millisecond dodge recovery time.
Now that of course depends if I either don't follow it or if it's all situational. But the point is an overly aggressive character can counter a Highlander in offensive stance. It's just hard. And the question, and this all once again going back to where the characters were. His kick into caber toss used to be kind of garbage.
Now it's one of the strongest mix-ups in the game.
I think we're learning something today.
But yeah, just one question. I don't know how it is on console, but can't you just roll away from the kick into caber toss?
Yeah, you can. The thing is, well, personally, I don't consider that big of a counter. But on the other, getting a fucking heavy on your face.
No, not really. I mean, you can react to that one.
No, 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 no. I mean, from the caber toss. You know, getting thrown from a caber toss and then having him land a guaranteed heavy.
Which also guarantees an execution.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, let's just leave this one. I mean, would you place him into A tier or S tier?
I would definitely put him into S with his recovery times and damage values. That's definitely where he belongs.
I would put him at high A because I think that most if not all assassins, Conqueror, I think maybe even Nobu can counter him.
I don't think Nobushi can counter the caber toss. Because hers counts as a backdash. So if she dodges the kick, then he's still gonna nab her.
I'm shit as Nobushi. Can't say shit about that. So you know. But anyways, let's continue. We got the S tier list to cover. So let's start with one of the things that was really upsetting to a lot of people. You know, that's on my tier list, and that's Orochi now with the rework.
Oh wait, isn't Conqueror next, or are we saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna save that for last. You know, because I know how you guys feel about him. You know.
Yeah. Okay. Orochi.
You know.
Orochi has good recovery times and fast attacks, good damage values. I'd say he's A tier, but you know, there's one thing missing: hyper armor and unblockables.
I don't hate him. I mean, I don't remember what I said this, but the way I've always seen the way I've been seeing his rework is he's always been technically, even back in the day, he was a spammy character. Like that's all he could. But as the year progressed, all he could do was the top light and the zone, and that's it. Now he can actually, you know, attack. He's doing what he was originally supposed to do, but better in this current. That's just really it. I don't hate him. He can be annoying sometimes, but if you just block, which again, it's hard, of course, but I don't hate him. Right now.
I mean, even with his new and improved Storm Rush, which a lot of people have been struggling with, even on PC, all you have to do to counter that, and a lot of people, they thought I was crazy when I first mentioned it, and then they tried it themselves. You can stuff it with a light attack. There's no hyper armor on any of it. You can stuff every direction with a light.
Pretty much.
Well, that's true.
And he has to hard feint it as well. So Orochi, I would actually disagree with the S tier portion. He's probably closer to A because he has good recovery times and good damage values.
But you can't throw a light attack against the Storm Rush if you await him.
You can.
It's not gonna work, you know, because it's too fast. Before I get my light attack out, I'm probably gonna get hit twice, you know. So
I think this kind of goes back to what I mentioned. Depends on one, reaction, and two, both you and your opponent's reaction, and also just timing in general. Because I once actually managed to land to just easily land several lights on an Orochi who kept trying to storm rush me, just because I covered my distance, and I knew that after a certain point, he can't feint it. The most he can do is attack from one of three sides, and that's it.
The main reason why I placed him into S tier is because of his mix-up potential right now. And the thing is, he has 400 millisecond light attacks, which are freaking fast, even on PC, you know. And
I can see that.
You know, especially for me as an old man, you know, it's like those attacks come from nowhere sometimes, you know, and the light meta right nowadays it's rewarding assassins, and assassins are primarily in the S tier, you know. You can place I mean, which characters suffered mostly from the heavy punish, from the light parry punish changes that they introduced right now? It was Centurion, Raider, Lawbringer, Shugoki, you know, all the fat bastards, you know, all the big guys. They're all suffering from it, you know. And who's basically now top tier? It's the assassins. I mean, Peacekeeper was always top tier, so fuck that bitch, you know. Anyways, but you know, if you have fast light attacks, you're pretty safe, you know. So
basically, if you're talking about it in that sense, it's like if parry punishes off of GB were like cars, and it's a mode of transport to get to a certain amount of damage, right? So like you're using that as a segue to get to damage. all the fat people that weren't able to walk around had their cars taken away, and all the really fit small people are just sprinting around circles around them now to get to the damage. Because the GB on guard break was, you know, the car to get there. Now they don't have a method of getting to that damage.
Pretty much.
Pretty much.
So basically, don't have type 2 diabetes and you'll be fine.
I'm already fat, you know.
Remember,
no, I'm not
kids,
really.
don't
But
be Shugoki.
I got fat bones. I got thick bones.
Big bones,
Anyway.
you're fluffy.
Yeah, I'm not fat. I'm big boned. That's. Anyways, but yeah, Peacekeeper.
Fast.
Say something.
Fast. It's over.
Fast over. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I think I haven't seen I actually haven't seen too many Peacekeepers running around ever since. Well, I that's mostly because of the Orochi hype, but I mean, she is a lot easier to deal with because of her like the damage to her the damage to her nerves. The
nerve to her damage. That's what you mean.
Huh?
You mean the nerve to her damage, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you're breaking up a bit. I don't know.
Oh, sorry. But suffice to say, at the end of the day, she's still fast as fuck. And
fast as fuck, boy.
And even though her dagger cancel isn't as varied as, let's say, cancel into stab, it's actually not that easy to parry, at least on console, because it's not as telegraphed.
It's new. It's new. That's the reason. Once you get used to it existing, it's going to be just as easy to deal with as Shaman.
You can easily parry that one. That's true.
Likely.
So
you can easily parry that one if you're expecting it. You know, like you're not gonna try and parry the right heavy that she's throwing. So you're gonna expect the the cancel into the top line, which is gonna be the bleed attack. You know, I don't think that's her main forte or her best weapon. Her best weapon is, as Talon said, is the speed of the light attack, her dodge, and
it's her recovery times in her zone attack. Her light attacks are fine. It's just her zone.
She's a fucking good turtle. She's a fucking awesome turtle.
And let's not forget the what's it called? The option select on her with her zone. God damn.
Well, if we're taking into account, we'll just count option selects as bugs. To be honest, I think that in normal play you're not going to see too many of those, so the tier list won't be really affected by them.
Okay, yeah, good point.
Yeah.
All right.
All in all, fast woman, very fast, very fast. Why is she that fast? I can't keep up. Please help me, God. I can't even guard break her and get away with it when she dodges because she's that fast. Oh my goodness.
Which brings us to another fast guy. Maybe not as fast as Peacekeeper, but Gladiator. You know. Can I say something before we start? You know.
Go ahead.
Before you guys go, I'm gonna say either remove the character completely, or remove his fucking zone attack and remove that fucking toe stab. Yeah. I don't know what the fuck he's saying, but it's fucking annoying, and the toe step is fucking annoying, you know, and I hate everything about that character. That's it, you know.
450 MS lights. It's a good speed. It's not way fast, but it's not that bad. And then the fact that his lights can chain into any part of his combos is awesome. He's got a lot of variety. His guard being as fast as it is, people say, oh, it's a big weakness. Oh, great. No, you can't move your thumbs. Wow, it's such a weakness. Okay. You can't move your thumbs to refresh your guard. And then what I'll say about this is this. Zone attack, too safe in every account. Even if an assassin dodges and does a dodge attack, they're going to eat the 20 damage from the zone because the zone was faster than their dodge attacks. If they backdash, zone's going to hit you. Yes, assassins cannot dash attack his zone attack. Try it with Shaman. She has one of the fastest in the game. And if she dodges the unblockable, she eats the second hit.
That's I don't know if that's right, because I've been able to dodge into the zone, like the initial unblockable. I tried it out with a friend dodging into it with what was I using? I was using Valk. I was able to at least land the light.
Oh yeah, it's a trade. But it still hits you. You eat the thing.
Yeah.
Like
Well,
with
you
that being
can't-
said, it's like even when you counter it, you can't counter it because if you trade, it's not a counter.
Are you telling me that his zone attack is reactable?
No, I'm not saying that it's entirely reactable. It is reactable on my account, but
I honestly never fucking reacted to it. I assumed he was gonna throw it because he was spamming it the whole time, you know. But you know, actually reacting to that fucking shit. What is the speed on it? 455, right?
no, it's
On the
it's
initial punch.
No,
It's a
it's 500
500
ms.
Yeah.
But it's the dodge.
Why-
It's the dodge attribute.
Yeah, but yeah, exactly. Why does it feel like it's way faster? You know, it feels way faster. Maybe it's because of the dodge attribute that you said. You know, but the thing is,
That or, oh, sorry.
yeah, I never. I was maybe able to do it once or twice. You know, to react on it based on his reaction. You know, but most of the time it was just me assuming he was going to throw it, and then I dodged with my raider and got out of the way somehow. You know, but still get hit by his fucking zone attack at the end. You know, even if you fucking dodge it. So you know, I don't know what the point is. What was the point of this fucking zone attack? You know, so that's how you make a fucking. OP character. And when people said at the beginning, when this guy came out, he's pretty balanced. Yeah, I'm gonna quote one guy that Talon really likes. You know, I'm not gonna name him. Yeah, I think he's in a very good place, and he's very balanced. You know, from out of these two characters, the two new characters that came out, he's the balanced one. You know.
Oh, he's the closest to a balanced character when Highlander came out.
He's everything but not balanced in my opinion, man. It's like I don't know.
I think that everything, like excluding his zone and potentially his toe stab, which, but
Dodge
anyway,
property doesn't need to be a thing in this game. It needs to be you get the iframes on the beginning of your dodge, not like after a certain point. It needs to be on you pressing the button. You need to be able to escape it. Otherwise, moves like that are going to dominate the game.
Dodge attacks are way too safe. In my opinion.
Oh no, his not his lights. They are. That's the thing. His dodge lights and his jumping light are not safe.
No, on Gladiator, they're not safe. No, you know. But I'm not talking about Gladiator. But I'm talking generally.
Okay.
You know, like let's use Kensei. Use Kensei as an example.
Oh Jesus.
Way too safe. You know.
Well, maybe don't make it to where you extend the duration of your iframes when you activate your dodge attack, and that won't be a problem.
Pretty much. I think that's the
Yeah.
consensus here. With like even people who play Kensei are like, man, this is just isn't this a little too much?
This is a little effortless, isn't it?
Oh man.
All right.
Gladiator, overall synopsis. Boy's got a good zone attack. It's too safe, and it doesn't need to exist in the first place. Make it to where he does the second hit of it instead of the first hit. Then you're good. Either that or make the first hit parryable. That would fix his zone attack. Toe stab, too quick. Too quick. Slow it down by 100 ms. That way it's a 600 ms attack that guarantees 15 damage. There you go.
Yep.
All right. Fucking Gladiator. Let's go on to. Let's go on to Berserker and Conqueror. Yo, guys, you take over. You know,
Can I just
I'm dropping the mic right now.
Can I just say real quick, Berserker is in the worst place any character could possibly be in right now. Berserker is in that spot of, oh no, it's a Berserker. I'm so scared. I'm not going to throw out a single attack. And then you're like, oh no, I've been sitting here for the last 20 minutes trying to block the guy. I'll finally decide to throw an attack. You eat 35 damage off of his heavies because you try to stop them with the light, and then he hyper armors through it while he's fainting. That's a little bit ridiculous, if you do ask me.
Oh man. Okay, so
just one thing, quick. Hashtag assassin gets hyper armor.
Yes, he does.
Hashtag raider has none.
no hyper armor.
Hashtag warden has no hyper armor. Thanks.
Oh,
I think
man.
he's the most straightforward character that's openly busted. No
Yeah.
hyper armor. Get rid of it. Make it to where it's harder to access, okay? Because when he was first released, it took 4 hits to get to that hyper armor, and they were like, "Oh yeah, he's fine for the first 2 seasons," you know.
I I think yeah, that's if they were to bring his hyper armor back to where he used to be, I think he'd be fine. He'd be fine. He was fine before. The issue was that he had no way of opening people. Like just block and you're good against pre-rework Berserker.
Give him the 400 MS attack. Screw it. Give him the unblockable. Screw it. I don't care. Just get rid of the hyper armor.
Fuck, dude. Like, and I get the hyper armor, like because he's had it. Like, I get the shtick. He's a berserker. Like he.
But on fainting?
I know, right? I fucking hate that. You think you're good, but nope. He gets hyper armored everywhere. Yep. I want to believe this is just an issue and wasn't intended, but.
I was more thinking, you know. I was thinking of more giving them a hyper armor, even just at the start of the round, you know, like just before you start even the match, you know.
Neutral
give him Shugoki's uninterrupted.
Yeah, just give him hyper armor at the beginning, you know, and it is good. So you know he hasn't until the end.
We could just say it like this: can we petition to have Berserker's arms chopped off by his own axes? Would that be a good thing? Can we make it to where he can swing himself around like a little nugget on the battlefield, and that be effective?
But yeah, honestly, like
that would be a great.
I don't have a problem against Berserkers, man. Like honestly, I never had any problems again. Again, you can me as a Raider main, I can just turtle up against Berserker. Still.
Yeah, you can turtle up, but I mean, for me, it's frustrating because, well, I don't, I hate turtling up. It's one thing to play defensively, but when I
but let's talk. But we're talking about, like, let's say, you and me have a bet about $500 or 500 euros, whatever the fuck you want, you know. And you say I'm gonna win against you with a Berserker, and I say I'm gonna pick Raider. You know, you're gonna you're gonna use every sleazy motherfucking way to get the win, right? To get that $500, you know, so you can buy yourself some new, I don't know, high heels or whatever you fuck you like.
Fleshlight.
Okay, I can see that.
I'll get myself a Shaman themed fleshlight.
I'll get myself a dildo.
Oh my God.
You know, I will get myself a dildo, a really huge one.
But
off topic. You know, the point is, you know, that's a tournament setup right there. You know, we're fighting for prize money, you know, and you're taking Berserker and I'm taking Raider because he's my main and that's what I like. And I'm gonna turn up and I'm gonna play with such dirty fucking tricks. You're not gonna fucking hit me, you know.
Okay, I mean, in that regard, yeah, if to turtle up against him, but he's not as big of an issue. Because the main issue people tend to have with Berserkers is that they have really counterattacking without eating some damage. And he has a shit ton of damage.
Oh, he has, yeah, definitely.
And he also has this little thing where you're saying you'll turtle up against him, but what happens when he starts using his unblockables that do 45 damage?
I can
try to parry it. You gonna try to parry it? You gonna try to dodge out of it? Nope, he fainted it. Light attack, 400 MS with hyper armor, or he fainted it. When you tried to go for a parry attempt and guard broke you out of it.
Jesus, man. Like, honestly, I mean, it's just me. I get what you're saying. I think Berserker is really top tier. He's probably top of the food chain. Yeah, he's definitely up there. You know, I'm just saying he's not that almighty as people try to portray him. That's what I'm trying to say. You know, he's not that almighty. He has his flaws. And that unblockable it's quite reactable, you know. You can react to it, in my opinion. You know.
I mean, the issue. I think the issue isn't reacting to the unblockable. It's reacting to the likely feint that's gonna come afterwards.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think you can distinguish a feint from a feint from a normal attack. You know, from the unblockable. If he's gonna let it rip. It's just my opinion. Maybe it's different on console or whatever.
And it's so spotty and it's so inconsistent. I wouldn't even credit it. I wouldn't say that it's possible.
I mean, for me on console, it's oh my. But that being said, he is by far not the character that I have the biggest issue with because, like you said, Doggy, I can block him. I can try to parry a lot of his attacks. It's a huge uphill battle.
But yeah, the hyper armor needs to go. I mean, he can have some hyper armor like he used to, but it's just way too much. You know, like he's a fucking scrawny little fucking assassin carrying. Fuck that shit, man.
He's the kid from. It's like if they were taking the kid from Where the Red Ferns Grow and giving him a second hatchet.
Goddamn, dude. Like if they just bring his hyper armor back to where it was, I think he'd be fine because he's always had the hyper armor. It's just now he has a shit ton of it.
Now talking about hyper armor, let's go on to Conqueror.
Who has none? What?
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 He doesn't need hyper armor. He's got. He is the ultimate turtle. He is the ultimate shield. He is greed.
I'm getting a stroke right now. I'm getting a stroke right now. Hang on.
Full Metal Alchemist quote. I hate you.
What? What did he say?
D Skull made a quote from Full Metal Alchemist. He's the ultimate
Which one?
shield. He's greed.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
Gosh.
I was a.
Do you got anything to say against Full Metal Alchemist?
No,
About the
it
Full Metal Alchemist?
was one of my favorite anime at the all-time favorite.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
It's
I love that show.
But the fact that you just brought greed into this, I'm insulted.
All right.
Oh, man.
Anyways, the reason why I said I was getting a stroke is because Conqueror is a fucking tank, right?
Yes.
Guess who doesn't have
Pretty
a fucking hyper armor? Is a tank. Yeah. I'm done.
Yeah. I mean, I have one issue. Well, let's say it like this. I have two issues with Conqueror. And that is, one, he can feint his unblockable into another unblockable. That really shouldn't really be a thing, because if I'm trying to parry an unblockable, and suddenly my parry attempt gets me into a confirmed light attack because he feinted it. I mean, that's fine and all, but I mean that's like a little issue for me because it's another tool that I just don't have for a lot of my characters. And then the other one is Tailfleegum!
God damn.
That was pretty good. That was
man. I hate that move. I hate the
30
flail
damage.
uppercut. I despise it.
Confirmed. Okay, let me tell you this, a little story actually. Went in to test it with one of my friends on PS4, and what happens is, I said, what's got the fastest recovery time in the game? Valkyrie's zone attack feint. Okay? Well, what are we going to do to test this? It's a heavy attack that lets me dodge immediately after it lands. Alright? Go into your full block stance. Tailfleegum! Yoink! Bink! Back dodge! He goes with me! He went with me on my back dodge. I went into my full block stance and everything, and he just flew across the battlefield. And he slapped me upside the titties. I was done.
Oh my god, dude. I I hate that. I just despise that move so much. Like, and on top of that, his method of feinting is going into his full block stance. I mean,
Yep.
I know he's got I believe there is a bit of a delay.
200
Is there-
MS, same as Valk.
Okay,
200
yeah.
MS, and then coming out of it is another 100 MS.
All right, so
200
it's not.
MS. So
it's
it's
not
extremely
completely bad.
fast.
But
It's extremely fast.
yes. Oh my god.
He's just
And-
Yeah.
unfortunate to have everything else except for the bash, which the bash is kind of in that stage where I'm just kind of done with it. 100 MS activation, 400 MS activation max. That's a big delay. And then he can get a GB off of it that guarantees a top heavy for 35 damage. Yeah, okay.
Even playing a raider doesn't help against that, honestly.
Nope.
No, it doesn't.
His bash has always been safe to raider, if I'm not mistaken. Even to raider. I don't think I've.
No,
I think
no,
they're-
it wasn't safe. It wasn't safe before, but now it's really safe because you get fainted, man. You get fainted with that shit, you know, like, and you can't react because if you want to guard break, if you want to counter guard break somebody with the raider, you got to do it really fast. You know, it's like, I don't know, is it 100? I don't know what the fucking number is, but it's really fast, you know, and And you gotta be really fast when you want to counter guard break somebody, and you can't do that to him when he's doing that, So here, Flieger, fuck that.
And let me just say this. Aside from the fact that he's got that fucking annoying flail uppercut, and his very fast shield bash, his out of stamina game is terrifying.
Oh, it can 0 to 100 you because of the bash. We're just gonna include that with the bash.
I am legitimately scared of Conqueror when I go out of stamina.
Well, if you go out of stamina with him, I pretty much say, like you were scared of Raider, Raider's like a little pussy cat,
compared to Conqueror.
Yeah.
Oh, you thought the Warden vortex was bad.
Yeah, so pretty fucking bad.
And the last thing to say about him, I think, is the zone. Zone shouldn't have the all guard property.
It should not, man. Oh my god. And if I'm not mistaken, he can use the zone to get to get immediately out of full block. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think again.
So yeah, those tools I think we can agree on that put him in top tier would be bash, unblockable feint into bash. The all guard.
Speed of the bash.
Yep, the all guard and the zone attack.
Yeah, the zone attack is probably one of his best defenses.
Oh my god!
You throw heavy, and he activates it. There you go.
In my opinion, he is the top character right now.
I'd say we'd all agree on that. He is the top character.
He is.
Mr. Conqueror, Mr. Bumper Conk, we salute you. You are strong, Conk.
The bunker.
I mean, let's be honest. He deserves it for a bit, he was pretty fucking shit.
When do I get my turn?
Valkyrie
you'll get your turn,
for a season.
Yeah, see, I heard they were gonna rework Valk,
Where?
Where'd you hear it from? A reliable source?
Yeah,
from Mouse Penis? Is that who you heard it from?
I think.
Yeah,
he hasn't covered anything from.
I mean, it's gonna come. I don't know when, but it's eventually gonna come. That's what I want to say.
With how good Valkyrie is at anything, I don't even think she'd be able to make me come. So I don't know if a rework's ever gonna come. So there you go.
Yeah. Anyways, Jesus, man, like this took what, like 2 hours?
Almost 2 hours to discuss every character in this game.
Jesus, fuck me, man! You guys were stuck up so long on that fucking what character were you? Shaman. I think you guys were 30 minutes on fucking Shaman.
I didn't even notice. I thought it was Highlander.
Oh yeah, you were on Highlander for he had a solo on Highlander for like 15 minutes or something like that.
I'm done with that character.
What about Berserker?
I took a shower. I took a shower, made myself a cup of tea, and I came back and he was still going on an island.
I took a shower before I was finished.
Yeah, but anyways, guys, it's 3 a.m. in the morning and I'm still doing this, and I gotta wake up in 2 hours approximately. Go to work. So, but yeah, I want to thank you guys for coming and being a part of this, and I hope it's gonna continue. You never know what people are gonna say, so they're probably gonna hate on us for talking shit about some of these characters, but it was at least a lot of fun, so yeah.
Email me if you want my address. You can come over and put a hit on my family.
So anyways, guys, I'm gonna have the description for your channels and what it is in the description below. It's late, Down there is gonna be your YouTube channels. Yeah, that's what they're called, YouTube channels. Subscribe to these two guys. They're cool. So that was a good outro, right?
Oh yeah, I think that works.
Yeah, high energy outro right there. Anyways, thanks for being here, and thanks for watching, guys.